Back at it again with another live for y'all folks. On today's episode, let's talk about why I need more. Since that is my thing, that's kind of my brand right now. I'm the I need more guy. It's my hashtag. And I've been thinking about it today because I was watching some old Kevin Samuels clips, you know, the GOAT, the godfather of all that. And he was talking to this chick, and she was young and she was bad. So, you know, he'd have to hit her with the whole average is best, blah, 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 all that good stuff. I think she was like 22, 23. And she was asking, you know, same old, how to get a high value man. And he's telling her, you know, with your stats, you could probably attract one. He's like, but she was kind of immature. Like, you could tell she didn't even really know what she was really looking for or why. Because he asked her specifically why, like, why do you need a high value man? And she was confused by that question, so you could tell she had never really thought about it. And he was clarifying. He was like, okay, so high value men fall within, according to him, I think he said like top 5%. And he was like, normally those men are reserved for the top 5% of women, because, you know, that makes sense, 1-to-1, because he has to get something out of everything he's given up as a high value man. So obviously he's bringing resources to the table. So he's asking this chick, like, what are you bringing? And he's not even asking her, like, overall, like, what do you bring to the table, as like what you bring to a relationship. He was more so asking her, like, what do you bring that other women aren't bringing? And she kept it real. She was like, well, nothing really. Like, I'm probably bringing the same exact thing to the table that they bring. And he was like, yeah, exactly. So why would he pick you? Like, why would a high value man pick you out of all the other women? And she was like, I don't know. And he was like, yeah, I don't think you need one then. Like, if these are the questions that you can't answer, not only that, like, she didn't really even know where to find them. Because I can understand women calling in and be like, yo, how do I attract a high value man? But, like, she didn't even know where to go look for him to try to attract them in the first place. Because he's asking her, like, do you know what kind of jobs they work? Do you know what kind of neighborhoods they live in? Obviously, they're probably upper class neighborhoods, but he's like, if I just sent you out into the streets, I'm like, hey, go find me a high value man. Like, would you be able to actually find one? Let alone get him to choose you out of all the other chicks. But anyway, this goes back to the whole I need more. And I kind of understood her perspective a bit, because that was sort of what her reasoning was like, she was thinking about her future, and she knew in the future she didn't want to be working to pay her own bills, which kind of sounds bad for an adult to say, but I understand, because let's be real, nobody wants to pay bills. Like, that's not a goal in the average person's life. Like, you're not a kid wanting to grow up and just pay bills, go to work all day every day, bust your ass, pay bills, go home, watch a little TV, and do it all over again the next day. Like, that's nobody's goal. So I understood her, I guess you could call it ambition in a sense. She had an ambitious goal. She just wasn't ambitious enough to even do the research to even make a plan to achieve that goal. But back to me and me needing more, that's kind of my whole shtick, like why I'm harping on that. Like, I need more out of my life, because the more and maybe I need, like, to be around different circles of people, because, like, the more I'm around, like, my coworkers, my friends, people I see on a regular basis, like, the more I realize, like, I don't want that life. Like, I don't want the life of a regular person. Regular life sucks. It's boring. There's nothing amazing about it. I can't see myself being on my deathbed and happy that I just lived an average ass life where I just spent my childhood at school and then I spent my adulthood at work. And then in old age, I don't know, I got a pension, so like I'll be able to retire if I make it that fucking far. But I'm essentially just working myself to death, so the more money I make now, the shorter my lifespan is going to be when everything's all said and done. So all the money I'm saving towards retirement ain't gonna mean shit. I don't plan on having any kids, so it's not like I'm leaving it to them. Granted, I think I got all my homeboys in my will right now, but them motherfuckers the same age as me. So like, we probably all gonna die around the same time. Sorry to tell you, fellas. But, so I don't know, I guess you can take my money and leave it to your kids. But is that something that we all would be satisfied with? I know I wouldn't. Like, I'm not gonna be on my deathbed like, oh man, I'm glad I spent 12 hours a day every day for the last 40 fucking years of my life at work. He said, but I did enjoy those like 7 vacations that I took. Those were nice. That was a good like 7 to 8 weeks of my life that I enjoyed and kind of remember. But nah, I just need way more than that. And I remember talking to a coworker. He's about 10 years older than me. And we were talking about like what we would do if we won the lottery. And he was, I think he's the second person ever to tell me that he would just keep working as if he didn't win. Which is smart to an extent as far as like not blowing through all the money. But like I said, he's 10 years older than me, which means he's in his 40s. So obviously you win the lottery, and we're talking like the big boy. So you got unlimited money. You got enough money to stretch your lifespan out to at least 80, 90 years old, man. So it's like, you mean to tell me you about to spend another 10, 20 years working just because? Because at that point, you don't give a fuck about the paychecks. And he's explaining to me, like, every man needs a purpose. Otherwise, his life just gonna feel meaningless. And I agree. I definitely agree with that. But if your purpose is your career, or just work in general, is there really much of a purpose? Especially if you don't need the money. Like, I understand starting your own business and then you work on that forever, because like that's something you actually built with your own hands. Now granted, I'm in construction, so me and everybody else, all my coworkers, we're all literally building stuff with our hands every day. But we don't own any of the shit we're building. Like, we're building this stuff for some faceless entity or some family-owned business. So like, they making millions. They living their best life. And granted, they paying us a shit ton of money, but that's all relative. Like, they're paying me a shit ton of money compared to you motherfuckers. Like, I make more money than y'all, but compared to what they getting, it's not even fucking close. And I'm not counting pockets. Like, I'm not saying they don't deserve that money. Like, if you build a company and you do what you're supposed to do as like a business owner, you should get compensated for that. Like, you should be making at least 10 times what your employees are making. So I don't have a problem with the people up top getting their bread, because they wanted it enough to build it and keep it going so they could get that kind of bread. And that's what kind of confused me about dude's answer, because I'm like, bro, and I didn't even say this because I'm like, all right, bro, you an OG, you seem serious, like you thought this out, so like, I'm not gonna shit on your answer. But in my head, I'm like, I was like, how could you feel any type of fulfillment by just going to work every day, especially if we don't fucking have to, man? Like, I don't think I would have it in me. Like, one bad day, I'm fucking leaving. I'm quitting. Like, if I don't need the money at all, like, why am I going through some extra shit and there's no actual goal Like there's no prize at the end of this race. I'm just running. Ain't no finish line. You just fucking running just to be running. Like I mean, I guess it's better than doing nothing. That's kind of what he compared it to. Like he said, I'd rather be at work doing something with my hands every day than just sitting on my ass at home. And I just can't wrap my head around. I'm like, bro, hypothetically, like you just won the lottery. Like you don't have to sit at home. Like why is that the other option besides going to work? Like why is the alternative? Like either I'm gonna go to work every day or I'm gonna sit at home and not do shit. I'm like, bro, you can do anything if you won the lottery, bro. Like, why not just start your own company and work for that? Like, put work into that shit. Like, that makes way more sense to me. Like, if you're looking for purpose, but I don't know. Like, I guess that's tied into ambition, and most people's ambitions don't take them that far. Like, they just don't. I don't know if they just don't even have the ambition in the first place, or if they had it, lost it, because they tried a bunch of shit in the past and failed, didn't work out, they just gave up. I don't know. It's almost frustrating to be around people who aren't as ambitious as me, but at the same time, when I get around motherfuckers who are more ambitious than me, that shit kind of overwhelming. Because, like, I'm constantly doing something to make my life better. And I tell you, once I get around motherfuckers that's doing shit at like a 10x level to where I'm doing it, and they actually successful at it, it's like, oh fuck, like, I ain't doing shit. Like I need to step my fucking game up. Especially when I meet people that are like my age and younger, like out here making millions of dollars. I don't know. It's just, like, I just constantly need more. And I even question my own ambition. Like, obviously, I know what I want. But I keep asking myself, should I want more? Because I always think back to the past. Because I can't help but regret shit. But if I wanted more in the past, and I was actually trying to get it, like more than I have now, or more than I want now, I'd probably be farther in life than I am right now. Which tells me, oh yeah, bro, I'm on the west. Overtree. Nah, I don't know about no Overtree. But yeah, should I move my goal? Like, the current goal is 7 figures. But I'm wondering now, should my goal be 8 or 9 figures? Like, and then I actually try to hit that number. And then if I fail, I could settle for 7 figures, which is what I really wanted in the first place. So I'm wondering, and honestly, I really don't know what I would do to get, like 7 is doable. That's an achievable goal in my head. So like, I 100% believe I can hit 7 figures. Like it's nothing, walk in the park. Especially after I hit 6 like a couple years ago, and it was easy to hit 6. Like I could have been hit that like 10 years ago. I was just fucking around. So now that I'm kind of on track, like everything's starting to line up. I know originally I started all this, you know, got rid of my apartment, moved into my car so I could pay off all my debt, and then use all the extra money to invest. And it's all paying off right now. I think one of my other videos, I let y'all know, credit score is like 800 right now. It's never been that high before. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with that. Obviously, I say obviously, and I might just be like oversimplifying this, but I'm leaning on just trying to get some money from the bank. I mean, what else do you do with a high credit score, honestly? So find a bank or credit union that'll give me some money, use that money, either put it directly into me, as in my music, like, because that's the main goal, is get this music thing popping. Or I can do the safer route, which it looks like it'd be real estate. And for y'all that don't know, cash flow, I care about cash flow, but you're not really gonna get a lot of cash flow from real estate. Because if you look at the numbers, you fucking, let's see, taking out a loan for, I don't know, who knows, $500,000 to buy a house. But if I live in it, I ain't getting shit but equity after I pay the mortgage every month. If I don't live in it and I rent it out, after I pay all the bills, mortgage and shit, I'll probably get $200, $300, maybe $400 a month, which doesn't really make sense to me. Like, I'm about to go in $500,000 into debt so I can make $400 a month. Now I do understand that the banks look at cash flow like, oh, okay, you know what you're doing as a landlord, and you can use that as leverage to take out another loan or refinance, buy another property, and just keep on doing that, rinse and repeat. But you're never really gonna make a decent amount of money. I mean, I guess if you get like 20, 30 properties, okay, I'd have enough money monthly to like retire. But the amount of debt I'm taking on, which I guess technically that'd be good debt if I'm making a profit off of it. It's one that seems slow as hell to me. Like, I don't like that. I'd probably have to lean towards commercial. How do I fold a dead record? I probably had to lean towards commercial, which is a lot faster, a lot more cash flow, and a lot more equity, so I can do more stuff down the line in the future. So I don't know. I'm thinking about actually hitting up John Hope Bryant, like his Hope thing. I forgot what his company was called. It's not Hope for America. Something Hope Foundation, I think. I don't know. He helped people get their money right after he get your credit up. So I feel like if I go in with my credit already high, that kind of fast tracks me into the next step in building up this wealth, because he's big on that. But yeah, that's the thing. I'm wondering, do I need to be more ambitious to get to my goal faster? Because I definitely do. I do a lot of psychoanalysis stuff on ChatGPT, just picking my own brain. And it basically told me, at the rate that I'm going to burn out before I achieve any of my major goals. Like little shit like being debt free, getting my credit up, I'm pretty much already there. But as far as 7 figures a year, it's basically telling me I'm going to burn out before I get there, just because I'm doing everything myself. Like, I don't have any system set up to work on my behalf to get me this money. So I guess that would be the first step. I'd have to figure out exactly what I want to do, like what kind of system I want to build, and then I'd have to build that system and then just put everything into that system, and hopefully it spits out a bunch of money. So yeah, it's a short one for today, y'all. Just me ranting basically. But yeah, I need more, and I want to hear from y'all. Like, what do y'all want out of life? Like, what would you be satisfied with? Like, bare minimum. Like, if you died, I don't know, 10 years from now, like, what do you want to accomplish starting from today for the next 10 years? Like, what would make you be like, you know what? I had a good life. I did everything that I wanted to do, and I put 100% to all the important shit. So let me know. Drop that shit in the comments. I want to talk to the fans a little bit. Yeah.